What's up? Good morning.
Oh, if you're not on video, get on video, please, Ghosties. This is something to behold here. The Friday Vice over here. I mean, it would be cool. It'd be cool regardless, but the way that you flip it up underneath the headphones, Jake. I mean, there's fashion forward people, and then there's you, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, they sent these to me first, and like, Jake, how are they? And I go, I don't know how to give you feedback on a bucket hat. I don't know if it fits. I don't know how the bill is. I don't know anything about a bucket hat.
You don't. What are you talking about? You're wearing it like a champ, brother. You're the Pharrell Williams of bucket hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look amazing, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Let's see it. Let's see it up without the headphones real quick. Yep.
Like that?
Yeah, that almost looks like you're like the next coming of like the Savannah Bananas guy. Like, that's almost like that kind of hat. And then you go down and you're a little more Gilligan's. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Turn it to the side there. It looks nice. Yeah. Oh, half and half.
Like a reverse cowboy hat, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Some people like, cowboys, like at the end of the day, they take a nap where they, put their hat over their head. You do that, but with a bucket hat. That's Arizona Jake for you, baby.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a little bit of show and tell today. This is not the only new hat that I have. So throughout the episode, I'll show you guys some new things. Some new things I've been testing out.
You've just been wearing a lot of hats.
I wear a lot of hats. I was telling you before we started recording, but you look great.
Thank you.
Got the camera going. The lighting is awesome.
There was an option on here to smooth my skin on Riverside. Have you seen that?
No.
Skin
Smoother?
Yeah. I don't want to fool anybody, so I didn't do it. I didn't like the way it chose my blemishes for me and said, "You don't want that, do you? You probably are embarrassed of that, aren't you?" And I said, "I'm fine.
It takes
just be cool."
It takes a screenshot and circles 6 things. You're like, you good with this? You're like, geez, don't circle them. It's like, we'll clean up those teeth too. What do you mean clean up the teeth?
Obviously the bottom teeth you're very embarrassed by, so we can work on that as well. It's like, what are you talking about? Anyway,
skin smoother.
Let's just a second. Production note. Yeah.
He's back. He's back. Okay. Let's have a good episode. Roll the music.
Let's go! I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground. Ghostrunners podcast. Oh man. Happy Monday, ghosties out there. If you're out there and you're listening on a Monday, happy Monday. If you're not listening on a Monday, think about your last Monday that you've experienced, and I hope it was a happy one.
Yes.
Right?
Happy late Juneteenth. Happy, just the last remnants of Pride Month.
Well, hey, if it's important enough for you, you celebrate all year long.
That's right. Yeah, I do.
It's not a month, it's a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I wonder why those brands don't change their profile picture year round.
I don't know, man. I've been emailing them saying, why aren't you?
It's great. June 1st rolls around and MasterCard changes their profile picture to a rainbow.
Yep.
I like it when my credit card is gay.
I switched to MasterCard actually.
Yeah. I think that was you would hear those murmurs for years. Why aren't my jeans gay? Why isn't my bank gay? Now they
make us insert the chip, What do you think they're doing that for?
Yeah. I tap all 11 other months.
Yes, dude. All of a sudden, yeah. It's the way they do it in Europe, they would say. Okay, great. It's more secure this way. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. So
wondering whether to do more or keep it there. I think I'll keep it there.
I think we got there. We maybe towed the line. Maybe the line's a little bit behind us, but
I'll just keep it there.
We're careful. Yeah, you got to be careful. You said MasterCard, and I've immediately thought of some jokes that we refrained from there. But anyway, tell me more about this hat. Is Friday Vice the new thing? Is that the new name for something?
Paddle coming out this Friday, part of our limited edition every 4 weeks or so. So it's been fun. It's been very last minute. Like I put so much effort into the heavy metal and the music video, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we got another one coming up. I haven't done anything. So just in the last week or so, Rachel's here with a little breakfast.
All right.
Wow. Thank you. Dude, it's so fun having this entire compound where it's basically just us. So I'm constantly bebopping around 3 different dwellings. It's like, this is where I podcast, and that's where I edit, and then that's where I sleep. Thank you for the breakfast.
It's like, let's go to the lobby. Let's go to the lobby to play games, but then let's come back here to work, that kind of thing.
Dinner in the mess hall tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, you should do like dinner nights. Like, hey, the triplets are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You guys host them there, and then vice versa or something like that.
Dude, it has been a really special time. We'll get back to Vice here in a little bit, but we're at the tail end of living on the compound. This is the last episode that'll be here for me.
Is it June 28th? Is that right?
Yeah, moving on Sunday.
So you think?
So I think, that's true.
Yeah, hey,
that is the plan.
You don't count your chickens before they arrive.
Before you boil them in the ocean.
That's right.
But it's been a really, really cool 3 weeks. Just we hang out constantly. We do dinner together every night. The girls whip up dinner constantly. It's just awesome. Yeah. They'll do it during a lunchtime, and they'll do it during breakfast time, which is nonstop dinner.
They're whipping up dinner constantly, bro. Have you ever had eggs for dinner? Eggs for dinner, not bad with their first thing in the morning. Yeah. They were saying dinner is the most important meal of the day, so that's why we eat it right away.
So you start with it.
Yeah. Other people are we should just intermittent fast from dinner and you only have dinner and dinner.
Not us.
Second dinner, third dinner. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, I'm imagining you guys you're making homemade pasta with Italian molto bene, and that's amore on in the background and everything. And you guys are throwing the pasta up against the wall and everything.
We're just laughing and booping each other's nose, with stuff. And
you got some flour on your nose. Oh, it's all over, man. Good thing we're in aprons.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have Isaac and Nathan over every now and then. We'll grill out. Yeah. I mean, it's just just hanging out constantly, just work all day, and then just play all night.
Party all night, bro. I love it.
We've gotten into some shows together, which is really fun to watch shows with other people. The Rafa documentary, very good.
Okay. Do they talk about how one of his arms is way stronger than the other?
No.
Have you ever noticed that? Look it up right now. It's my favorite thing about Rafael Nadal. Whoa. Tennis player, for anybody who doesn't know, who anybody's not cultured like us, Pride Month. He's European. Yeah, I think he's left-handed, right? His left arm is so jacked, and his right arm is fine. His right arm's probably like mine, more or less, kind of jacked.
Why didn't they talk about that in the 4-part documentary?
I loved watching him and Federer go at it, not because it was an amazing match every time, but because it was let's watch this freak with one massive arm go against.
Dude, these pictures are crazy.
Right?
Dude. No way. So, wow, that's crazy. One thing they did talk about, which I don't really follow tennis. Maybe this is more common or more commonly known, but he had this insane foot injury his whole career. Do you know about this?
No, I don't know about. No, I know the footnotes of tennis. That's about it. I'll give you 17 tennis players, I bet, but I couldn't do 100.
Well, let me give you the literal footnote on Rafa Nadal.
Good. Yeah,
probably in 2003 or something. I mean, he's so early in his career. He's he started winning a little bit, but he's man, my foot hurts. And then they go, oh yeah, I think you broke this bone at the top of your foot. 3-4 weeks go by and it's not getting better. They can't figure out why. He has this super rare condition where his foot, I guess footnotes, more or less never grew properly due to excess and intense training before his bones properly formed. So basically, he was just
Oh,
getting after tennis at the age of 3 and 4, like training really intensely. His foot never grew right. And they save it till like one of the very last scenes of the documentary because his foot is like a recurring thing. And then they finally show it. It looks like a stegosaurus or something. It's like this. It's crazy that he played another 20 years after doctors told him you never may play tennis again. Like he had to get like new shoes, new insoles. Like he just played with a broken foot for 20 years.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Jordan's got his own like signature shoe. Like, let's get a Rafa shoe going. And like people wear it and they're like, it doesn't fit me right. I don't know what's going on with this thing. What do you mean? It's like was something like bulging out like a bunion kind of thing, or like toes were like, the bones were up? Yeah.
Like the main bone that goes like, I don't know, from your ankle to your big toe, kind of running that direction. There's just like a camel's hump there.
Really?
Yeah, where stuff just like built up over time. Yeah, it's crazy.
And you need like
it's very bulbous.
tight enough shoes to run, but like you've got to have some give there maybe for something. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm sure that messed with his arch or something too. But anyway, I had no idea. I think Rafa just seems like a pretty likable guy in this documentary. He's like he's like shy and reserved and just seems like he didn't make a big deal out of anything. He just liked playing tennis.
Yeah, I was always a Rafa guy over Federer. He's my GOAT. Because he's from Spain. And so he's like, I don't know. So I remember watching him in Spain, like people were going crazy for him there, so I don't know. I don't want to hear Djokovic in the conversation. Djokovic is the little LeBron of the GOAT conversation to me. It's either Rafa or Federer. And I'm a Rafa guy. I don't know.
It was good.
There's probably not a good argument. I bet those other guys are actually way better than Rafa statistically, but there's intangibles there, baby.
Powering through footnotes.
So did you think about like how is my pickleball documentary going to be someday? Did you think about that? Like they're doing this one now because tennis is still like relevant, but like once pickleball has like leaves that in the dust, like what am I going to be like?
What are they going to say about my foot?
Are they going to do the whole mallet finger reveal at the end? Probably. The calf sleeve might be at the very end. They might finally like show that like in a museum in DC or something. Like the Smithsonian has my calf sleeve.
They'll probably wait to reveal it. Like you didn't even know this, but he powered through a grade 1 calf strain. Summer
grade
of 2025.
1, is that like the most like that's like the most that's the closest to 0? So that's like the most like close, like 0 means like 0 heartbeat. Like that's the closest to death probably. Like no. Actually grade 1's like pretty close to like no pain at all. Yeah.
No, they say the grade 1s, the toughest injuries are the ones where they say it'll heal on its own.
No, dude, think about first grade. You couldn't even read yet. Like it's like you're helpless at grade 1.
Most disadvantageous point.
Yeah, you're done. So, I'm excited for you to get that documentary going.
It'll be cool to see what they focus on.
That's fun though. I'm glad to hear.
So we watched Rafa, and it's something else that a lot of people should watch. We haven't binged a show like this in a long time. Netflix thriller drama. 8 episodes, I Will Find You. It's got Jake Sully from Avatar in it. It's got that.
Give me somebody else. I don't know that one.
It's got Helly from Severance, the redhead.
Thank you. I needed that. I needed somebody else.
And it's got the big black guy from The Terminal. Those are the 3 people I recognize.
Wow, great poll, dude. Like I'm supposed to know that guy.
I was like, dude, this guy looks familiar, and I'm like, oh wow, it's from a movie 20 years ago.
I always love that. Like, I know I've seen this guy before, but it's maybe from one movie.
Yeah, you have to scroll pretty far in his IMDb to like find what you've watched.
Don't you kind of think about those guys? Like that guy has stayed in acting for 20 years.
Yeah.
And probably done some really mediocre things in the meantime. But now he's back, He's
back. #1 show on Netflix.
#1.
Good job, man.
Yeah. Don't you think like every once in a while in my algorithm, like, I have some like staple shows that I love. I love Friends. I love Modern Family.
Yeah.
Office, How I Met Your Mother, all these different like New Girl, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And like, so sometimes like all those shows are over now. And so sometimes people rehash them or something, or like you'll see the actor, Julie Bowen, Modern Family, blonde, like mom from that. She'll be interviewed or something. And she'll be like, oh yeah, I forgot that we did that on that show. Or like, I've seen, who was it that says, no, I've never watched back The Office or something like that. I've watched it once. And I'm always like, what? But then I remember, oh, Brian Baumgartner probably did 18 other things after The Office.
So much else going on.
that was a bunch of load of garbage, but like to him, he's like, I'm going to try to make this the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Like I, I don't know. I only imagine them being like, well, yeah, the best thing is the only thing I cared about. And the rest of it's just embarrassing. And so I watch the best thing over and over again.
On the
You know?
reverse, I'm always impressed when like you'll see a Tom Brady interview and he goes, they'll be like, you remember that 2004 AFC divisional round playoff game? And he goes, oh, yep. I hit Danny Amendola in the corner of the end zone. It's like, dude, you've played so much football. How do you remember this moment?
See, maybe that's why I just proved that I'm an athlete and not a thespian, because it's like, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I would replay games in my head all the time. Like, yeah, you could ask Scott, hey, remember that game from, 6th grade? Like,
yeah, in the driveway.
That championship. Yeah. Yeah. Remember when it was me and you versus Casey and Keegan, and they were up like, they only needed one more basket to win. And we came back and we threw down that dunk in Keegan's face, whatever, like just go like real far down the line. So yeah, maybe that's it. But also the quarterbacks, sometimes I wonder if that's an act. Like, you don't remember every play.
They can't.
There's no way.
I don't know. Anyway, great show.
Okay. Was it I Will Find You? It's not Liam Neeson.
I Will Find You. It's not Liam Neeson.
Sounds like him. Okay. Very good.
But what else? Oh yeah. Vice.
Yes.
Just
please.
real quick. So I'm trying to piece together, all right, what do we do? How do we promote this? Whatever. Miami Vice was kind of that old show, 80s, 90s detective show.
Don Johnson. Yeah.
And so rather than being the detectives, I thought, what if we were the drug dealers instead?
Sure.
So
naturally.
But also I'm trying to figure out a way to do this because Scott's still in Kansas City. He can't really travel right now. Palmer's got dance nationals this weekend in Branson. So my idea was that Scott is like the drug lord. He's kind of the mob boss, actually.
Yeah.
He's got his hands dirty. He's done his time. Now he gets to sit back and call the shots. Okay. So Scott's going to be like the Cuban mob boss. He bought a cigar, some glasses. He's got like big old eyebrows to put on and fake chest hair. He's going to do all that. And as I started writing it, I was like, Scott, can I get a quick voice memo from you? I think it's going to help my writing.
Okay.
And he was just like, hey, puppy, whatever.
Can you play that for us? How hard is it to find that? I would like to, because Scott he's the accent guy. Like out of all of you, like
so
he is
good.
the accent guy. Like if Isaac and Scott tried to change roles, it would not be the same.
Yeah. I could find it somewhere.
That's amazing. Yeah. I like the idea of Scott. Yeah. Getting the eyebrows. That's a pretty funny touch.
He said, basically, the accent is Spanish with a bunch of rocks in your mouth. I said, Scott, can I get a quick voice memo of you saying, United States wants Vice? I can supply them Vice. I think hearing it in your accent will help me write. Here's what he said.
Okay.
¿Cómo? United States wants Vice? I can supply them Vice.
I legitimately helped. I was like, this is great, actually. I could picture it now.
I love that, Scotty. Oh my gosh. Como? I love how he said como. Como?
Dude, it had me dying laughing from the jump, too. It was like, dude, that's so great. Como?
I just know Scott has probably watched Narcos on VidAngel 7 times. Like, I just know him well enough to know his consumption patterns, and he's definitely watched Narcos multiple times on VidAngel.
Narcos on VidAngel.
Plomo or plato? Oh, so good. You ever watch that?
I don't think I really got into Narcos, but I'm sure I would love it.
It's awesome. You should watch it with an accountability partner. There's some scenes,
really?
But yeah, or just watch on VidAngel. No free ads. But hey, here we go. I've never done any VidAngel stuff. I grew up on TBS, and so that was my VidAngel. Was
yeah.
I'm
watch
kicking his butt.
Do you mind?
There's some scenes I watched. Like I said last week, I watched Rush Hour. I don't think there's a scene in there that was like, I never knew that's what he said. Like, there's a part where Jackie Chan racially profiles some black people.
Huh.
And I guarantee you in the TBS version, he said, "What's up, my man?" And the guy was like, "What'd you say to me?" I said, "What's up, my man?" What? can a man get a whiskey? You know, like over and over. And I was like, I don't get why this guy's getting beat up for saying that, you know, but all of a sudden I watched the real version of it and it was a little different. So I didn't know, had no idea. Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I think that happened to me too. The first time I watched Tommy Boy, not on our like VCR recording, I realized that it was like, oh, this scene didn't even make it to TV or
Really?
something like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
So yeah, Scott's gonna be the drug lord. So I found him a videographer in Branson this weekend while he's down there for Dance Nationals. He's gonna shoot.
He's just like, Palmer did a great job on that dance. Daddy's got to go do his thing now.
Poppy's got to work.
They look out and he's like just in the woods out there.
What do they need? Yeah. I'm gonna have him go to the scenic overlook, kind of across from where Vintage Paris is now.
Okay.
Figure that, you know, he's like overlooking his like territory.
His kingdom. His creation. Yeah, his kingdom. That's the right word. Okay. So
that's been fun.
Are you guys gonna be more like lowly guys? Like low life?
So I think
guys?
Isaac's his guy on the ground, just like bottom level.
They call him like Spider or something like that.
Yeah, paddle dealer. And then I think I am the buyer. I'm like the straight man.
Yeah.
I've actually really enjoyed writing this, like a couple different videos, the scripts. The idea of a character being a really bad drug dealer, that's kind of the character I gave Isaac. That's kind of fun. Just like whispers way too loud. We have to keep this quiet. Dude, you're saying it so loud.
Once again, kind of natural for Isaac, you know? Like every once in a while, it's like, hey, bro. Hey, now. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot what else I wrote. But yeah, there's just so many. It felt, once I decided Isaac would be a really bad drug dealer, then I was like, oh, there's so many jokes you can write. Just like the worst way to carry out a secretive deal. Just like, hey, I actually want 1,000 Vice. Can you do 1,000? Isaac's like, yeah, I got a guy. Scott's an AirPod in his ear, like, talking to him, and I'm like, oh, you have a guy. What's his name? Scott's like, don't say my name. Don't say my name. His name's Scott. Don't tell him my name.
Sorry, Scott. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I didn't tell him your last name though. I didn't say Peck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's so easy to write. Hey man, do you have the Vice? Isaac goes, yeah, he's asking a lot of questions.
Yeah,
and
what do I do if I don't know the answer to this? Like, do I just tell him I can get it to him and, you know, we'll secretly, you know, off him later or something? I don't know. That's pretty fun.
Last joke I'll say, I want Isaac to be like nervous on the phone, like talking to Scott, like, I don't know if I could do this. Like, you got this. I was texting Scott, like, what are terms of endearment you could call Isaac? And he's like, mijo, mijijo. You know, he had all these names and he's voice moving all of them.
What's crazy? Sorry for interrupting, but like, what's crazy is that Scott, sometimes I'm like, oh, he knows that because he lived in Portugal. It's like, no, they speak Portuguese and they're European in Portugal. He knows that because he is so inundated in that music, dude. That's like that's how he knows all this stuff. Like I guarantee you, like that's what he's consuming, that he knows all this stuff, you know? It's so funny.
Just from Bad Bunny songs. So he's got all these words to call Isaac, and I think Isaac's like, I think Scott will say like, is the buyer there? Isaac's like, yeah, he's here. Scott's like, how do you know? And then it cuts to a wide shot of me. I found a shirt on Amazon that just says the word buyer.
Okay.
Like huge font. Shirt says buyer. All right, make your move.
That's him. Yep. In my experience, that's usually him.
Yep. That's the only way to know.
I love that, dude. Okay. So that's coming out Friday. Tomorrow?
No, I guess
next
the
Friday.
week when this comes out.
Okay. I was like,
little teaser on Tuesday, Wednesday, announcement on Friday.
Love
Be
it.
kind of fun. Shoot that with
Don't
Coley.
give anything away, guys. Ghosties, okay? Don't say too much. All right, I just finished. You hear that? Just finished my second cup of Joe. Second cup of the day. Probably my last, but I wish it were only my first.
What kind of Joe?
Main Street Roasters, Main Street Joesters. Huh? Main Street Joesters. Yeah, it's the best Joe in all the land. It gets me up in the morning. It helps me sleep at night.
And if you don't Joe, now you Joe.
If you don't Joe, now you Joe. Barista. So That's that. MainStreetRoasters.com. For the best coffee in the world, we are sponsored by them. They're a title sponsor. That just means that they love us more than every other sponsor.
They are title.
A title sponsor. Mr. Tight. Oh.
Mr. Flat White.
I like that one. That's good. Yes. How many? No, let me think.
How?
I got one. I hope you guys know
Breaking Bad quotes.
Breaking Bad references, because if not, this is not a good ad read. How do I get this? How do I get there with this? What happens to my iced latte after I drink it all and there's just ice left?
What?
Isenberg. Something like that.
Yeah.
How many cups of coffee do you think I've had today? Tuco, man. I don't know. Tuco's a press or accent's hard. Pollos.
You know, like I'm feeling really alert today. Do you know why?
Why?
All morning I've been a drinking. Ted Beneke.
Oh, what does he say right before? I can't remember, but I'm trying to think of something for I'm the one who knocks.
That's what I was trying to think. I'm the one who tamps. That was the best I could think of.
I am the tamper. I am the one who tamps. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, we just wanted to say thank you to 10% off GRKC. We love Main Street Roasters. Go to mainstreetroasters.com, 10% off with the code GRKC.
Anyway, what's going on with you? How's Kansas City? Any more tornadoes or anything?
No. Nice weather. We've had some temperate weather this week. Nice time. What's going on in Kansas City? I tried to write down a ton of different notes in thinking like maybe these things will just spur something because they're not anything crazy, but I'm like, I'm just going to write something down every day. Like just something.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay. First thing that's going on in Kansas City. Well, first of all, I said this last week, but like we're going to Lifetime Pool almost every day. It's just a vibe. It's fun. It's a good time. The other day, Catherine wasn't feeling great. And so I was like, I'm going to take the kids to Lifetime and then we're going to Meddy's afterwards. And we're going to come back and all we're going to do is do pajamas, book, bed. You're going to be good. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Didn't really think about it that much before I volunteered because it was like 70 degrees outside. Like it was like a decently cold night, cloudy. Like, what am I doing? And so we get to the pool and it's fun. And the kids aren't like, kids are pretty resilient to all that kind of stuff. At least I feel like when I was a kid, I was always, it's fine, whatever. But eventually, like I look over and Bo and Rosie are like chattering, like cold. And Bo's like, do you think we could go pretty soon? And I was like, yeah, man, you don't have to feel tortured here. But at Lifetime, there's the indoor hot tub and cold plunge, but then Lifetime also has an outdoor hot tub.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so, yeah, it's huge. And so I was like, yeah, what if we go over to the hot tub for a little while? And I knew the rule because earlier that week or the week before we had gone over to the hot tub and the lifeguard asked us, there's one lifeguard that's like the stickler. All the other lifeguards, they're all high school kids or like maybe college, like here for summer kind of thing. There's one that might be a little bit more of the manager or something. Whatever he is the one that like enforces the rules. And he told us last week, hey, kids can be in the hot tub, but they can only have their feet in. I think it's like one of those, I guess, rules of like kids can overheat in the hot. I don't know what it is. I know there's like things with the hot tub.
What if it's a drowning thing? Like it's hard to see if it's bubbling.
No, I mean, maybe that, but this one if that's the rule for this one, that's a dumb rule because it's not bubbling very much. Like it's
pretty see-through.
Yeah. It's more like it's like a literal just tub. Like it's huge, but it's like a large heated pool, like 2 feet, 3 feet deep, maybe. Anyway, so I go with all 4 of my kids over there. Of course, it's like kind of impossible to enforce them to just put their feet in, especially Henry. And like the lifeguard, like their break is like literally 10 feet away from the hot tub. Like, so they're all sitting there like, and they're not saying anything. And then the stickler comes out and he just like raises his hands at these lifeguards. Like, guys, what are we letting him do over here? Letting him get in the hot tub like this. And so he's like, very kindly, I got to give this guy like as much credit and like, whatever. I'm not trying to make him the complete villain in this story, but like he just comes over and he's like, hey guys, they can be in the hot tub, but you only have your feet in, whatever. And so then, dude, this is why I want to talk about this, is I watched my kids and I have a hard time like figuring out how to do this parenting wise. Cause I watched my kids have like question authority, essentially like, they're like, well, I don't understand. It's just like a, you know, the same temperature as a bath at home and it's not any deeper than the pool and we can be in that. And I'm like, and so part of me is like tempted to be like, I know it's kind of a dumb rule, but also it's like, I want to teach them to obey the rules. And like, and then I watched in real time, like my sweet oldest daughter, who's just like, you know, not truly, but like perfect in every way kind of thing. Like kind of get this like streak of like deceitfulness to her of like, she's like, she kind of looked at me. She's like, so you're saying as long as that guy, you know, isn't it around the pool that we could get back in the hot tub all the way? And I'm like, I didn't, no, you know,
No.
But part of me is like, I mean, they're not going to do it, you know? And they're cold. Like, it's like cold outside. It's like, we should have just left, you know? But they wanted to stay a little longer in the hot tub. And so then we're playing catch. And maybe I'm a bad example at this point because I'm allowed to be in the hot tub, so I'm fully submerged. I'm
You're
nips
underwater.
down, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm going down all the way. And so we had a ball and we were playing catch, and Hattie would scoot all the way around like the perimeter of the pool to where she's like sitting next to me. And so she's like, well, I'm trying to play catch with my dad, but I got to be on the other side of the hot tub to do it. So I guess I got to go through the hot tub. And then she'd like jump into the hot tub for a second. And I'm like, oh man, you're like, and you know, what's funny is like, cause Hattie to me is like, you look at her the wrong way. She cries. She like knows she's being disciplined. Bo, you got to like enforce some stuff. But in this situation, Hattie was like way more like push the envelope. And Bo was like, Hattie, you're not supposed to do that, Hattie.
Hattie, they're going to take you to jail.
Yes, Hattie, you're not going to be able to swim here anymore, Hattie. You know, like he's like way more like
That's so funny.
like enforcer. Like even like, he like at one point, the same stickler guy doesn't like that Rosie or Henry, one of them, was wearing like the classic like floaties, like the ones that you just like put around your biceps basically.
Microplastics.
They have like new floaties these days, like called puddle jumpers, and you're only supposed to wear those. And so one day I was like, we're just going to wear these floaties because I don't have the other ones. And Bo's like, no, Dad, they said you can't wear those. You can't wear those. You're going to get in trouble. And I was like, wow. And so part of me is like, where do I do here? Because on one hand, it's like when a rule is dumb, I don't mind you questioning it a little bit.
Yeah.
But also they're the authority and you need to completely like, they're the authority. You need to respect the adults in your life. Like, I don't know. I think ultimately I was like, I need to just say, yes, we need to obey that. But Hattie's getting to the point where she's almost in this gray area of like, if it's a dumb rule, maybe you should question it just a little bit kindly, you know? Anyway, so.
Dude, that's great. Do you think Hattie, like, wanting to like break the rules a little bit, is that more you or is that more Catherine?
I think it's a great mixture of both. Cause I think I am more publicly like breaking the rules. Catherine's more like, that is so dumb. Why do we have to, that is like, Catherine hates people being in her business, people, you know, knowing too much. Like, I don't know if that's yeah. And so I think there's like authority. She doesn't like that aspect of authority. I'm more just like, oh yeah, they said no floaties. Like we can't do those floaties, but like, let's just see if they're going to say anything. And if they don't, like, I think we'll be fine. Like,
Yeah, we're not hurting anybody.
Yeah. I don't know. Or like there was one time, this is probably something you'd be like, I would never do this. Well, I don't know. Tell me if you do this or not. Recently, I went through the McDonald's drive-thru and got a drink. And then I went and parked because I need to do something on my phone real quick and like focus. And while in park, in the McDonald's drive-thru, I just got the drink. I drank all my drink. And I thought to myself, I can go inside and get a refill of this drink and not feel a thing about it. What would you do that? Would that be like, to me, that's like completely justified, but also there might be a rule of like, hey, we didn't see you buy this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I would. I see the logic and like, what is the difference between buy here, buy inside? But like the fear of like potential confrontation. Like, I don't need it.
Would you just say, I wouldn't get another drink? Or would you say, I would go pay for another drink? You know what I mean?
I guess if I was in a situation where like, wow, I'm so thirsty, I just drank it. It's going to be a while before my next drink. I need a refill. I think I would go in and address it. Hey, I just got this from the drive-thru. Is it?
Oh, you would address it. You would go proactive. Oh, no, I'm more like, these guys are hourly workers. They're just concerned about the drive-thru anyway. Like, I have ice in this thing, dude. There's ice.
It's fresh. I didn't bring this from home.
Proof of purchase is the ice.
This is your ice.
Yeah, this is different ice than the other location. You know this is your ice. So, yeah, I'm more like, a little bit more whatever that way for that kind. Or like sometimes this is probably one of those things people are going to be mad at me about or whatever. But like, if I know it's a one-way street, but I'm like, or whatever, like no through traffic. And I'm like, I think I can go through traffic here. I think I know where I'm going. Yeah. I'll just go around it real quick and then just like turn. Like, whatever. I don't know. But I don't necessarily try not to do that too much around my kids. So I don't know. I don't know who they're gaining that from, but unfortunately I think they come from it pretty naturally. So,
dude, speaking of filling up drinks, we have joined kind of like an indoor pickleball facility here for the summertime. And they've got, this is not like a chicken and pickle. Think like just an old Joann's probably that's got like 10 indoor pickleball courts, but then kind of the center common area. It's got chairs. It's got a place you could stretch, but it's also got a couple fountain drink areas. Okay. And it's just like self-serve. It would appear. No one's working it. It's just like, I think if you're a member, just grab a cup and fill up. And so first time there, we just like get water or whatever. And then our next time there, Isaac and I were like, why don't we get something? We got Powerade here. We got a little Coke Zero here or whatever. And then you go to dispense anything other than water and it doesn't come out. The water's working, the ice is working, Powerade not working. So go ask the front desk. They go, oh yeah, you got to scan the QR code. And then it charges it to your account. We're like,
really?
How does it know how much?
Smart vending machines now?
We had, smart
soda fountains?
Yes.
It's like a pusher. It's just a pusher. It's not like a freestyle machine or something.
No, it looks exactly like a Pizza Hut from the 90s dispenser still. Like this has not been upgraded from the outside, but yeah, pretty crazy. So you have to get on their app. You have to scan your scan to pour barcode in this little thing on the right. And then it's 17 cents per ounce.
Oh, they're going on ounces?
Yeah, so it's like per, just, it's by liquid. And so then
what is that?
Like, as you're dispensing, you see your total like go up on the right. It's like it updates in real time. So it's just like, and you take it out and it's like, oh, that was $1.43 because you had 9 ounces.
I think 17. You're telling me like, what's like a McDonald's cup is maybe like 24 ounces? 32 ounces? I don't know.
I bet that's like 32 or 40.
Yeah, but you gotta account for ice.
Account for ice.
Let's just assume it's 24 ounce of actual liquid. That'd be a $4.08 fountain drink.
Wow, you're just for 24 ounces.
You're getting ripped off, bro. You need to talk to him about that. You need to negotiate, or you need to scan and no, you can't buck the authority on that. There's no way.
That's funny. Isaac says like the same thing, like because they're little like maybe 12 ounce cups. And so, yeah, you throw some ice in there. And then if I fill that thing full of Powerade, it's like 10 ounces. So it's like, all right, that was $1.70. I go, oh, $1.70. Isaac goes, that's insane that you're paying for that. That's insane that you're paying $1.70 for that.
It is. But it's like, it's not insane that's $1.70 like that you're losing. Cause that's not like, I understand it's not a ton of money, obviously, but it's a ton of money for what you know that is anywhere else. Like down the street at a gas station, you could get 5 times that amount for $1.70.
It's like pretty common knowledge at this point that like the cups are way more expensive than like the syrup and the carbonated water. Like the liquid is worth nothing. It is not worth 17 cents an ounce.
Oh man, that's interesting.
But the technology is cool.
Yeah, but the water's free.
Water's free.
They're good with water.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. I like, okay. I'll think about it. Anyway, so
I'll think about joining.
yeah, I don't know. I might get the unlimited drink option. Oh, dude, have you seen
like it's a cruise.
Yeah, Silver City has like this like season cup. Have you seen this?
No.
It's every time I've gone so far, I've gotten hooked up from my buddy Jake Sizelove. Because they live in town, and so they go to Silver City so much that it's like $100 for this cup, but it's unlimited, any drink you want in the entire park
All year long.
And it's like it's like almost like a Yeti, like a little like mug kind of thing. Like it's like, you know, one of those double walled, you know, things you can do hot or cold in there all year long. I mean, which it'll pay for itself pretty quick if you do it right. And speaking of like this is where it's like, hey, there's you on this left side. There's me probably a little farther away from middle. And then there's my buddy, Michael Sloan, Jake's brother-in-law has taken this cup and like, you can get slushies. Like you can put slushies in there and he would literally like, I mean, like these slushies are probably $8, $10 each or whatever at Silver City. He would say, can I please have a slushie? They would fill it up. He would take it, stand right in front of this guy, take his Nalgene, pour it into his Nalgene and say, may I please have another one? And like, there's not like the workers are like, sure, you know, like there's nothing wrong with this necessarily, but it's like, oh dude, I can't, you know, like there's certain things. It's like, you got to at least only use your cup. You can't just go to another cup with this thing. You know what I mean?
Dude, the worst part of that is that he's still using a Nalgene. And putting
Don't
a
hate on the
slushie in
Nalgenes,
it.
brother. I love me a Nalgene, dude.
It's gonna melt so
man.
quick.
Have I told you about the Nalgene story at camp? Like when I just bursted it, like absolutely shattered.
It's been a while. I don't really remember it, so I could go for another one.
Fair. That's the thing. We're to the point of the podcast now where it's like, let's go ahead and recycle stories every once in a while and people pretend like they haven't heard them. That's good. Nalgenes, it was always like a thing, at least growing up. Nalgenes were like the water bottle and it was like, Nalgenes are unbreakable. Like I would like, my sister, I remember, was the first one to ever have a Nalgene that I knew of, you know, because she's 10 years older than me. So it's probably like 1997. She has this Nalgene thing and people would like run them over with cars and stuff. It's like, these things are indestructible. And so often at camp, I had this awesome, like retro looking Kanakuk Nalgene. And was it Kanakuk? Yeah, it was Kanakuk. Anyway. And every single time that I was working at this thing called the slough, which is the slough slide, it's like probably a 25-foot slide that goes straight down into this like lake area or, you know, little creek kind of thing. And I was working on the top of it. And at the end of every single time I would be like, hey kids, do you know that these water bottles are unbreakable? And I would take it from the 25-foot tower and throw it as hard as I could down onto the ground. And it would, you know, hit the ground and like fly up in the air. And the kids would, you know, 7-year-old kids would be like, that's awesome. Yeah. And there was one time, you know, probably my 4th time doing this. I was like, kids, you know, this thing never breaks.
You like gather the other counselors like, hey, check this out.
This is kind of my thing now. I don't know if they've been telling you about him. I do a character called Nalgene Nelson. And yeah,
I'm gonna win counselor of the year because of this right here.
Yeah, surely I'm gonna get a bonus this year. So I probably had we'll call it 40% full Nalgene at this point. And I think is my downfall with this whole thing is I took it and it was a little bit more weighted, maybe had some contents, was like, you know, ice cold, and I threw it down as hard as I could and it just exploded. Like, I mean, like shrapnel. It was like kind of like, it was like one of those things. I don't even know if I cleaned it up. It was like, I don't even know where to start. Like, and the kid, one of these kids was like, I thought you said it wasn't going to break. And I was dumbfounded. I was like, I didn't think it was going to. And so for, you know, like, and your water bottle at camp is like a lifeblood to you. Like you need water, like you need a water bottle. And so for a week or however long it was until I was on my 2-4, I did not have my Nalgene. Dang. You need a Nalgene, bro. So don't knock on the Nalgenes. Anyway, it was
like,
crazy.
I don't know what was in there that day. I feel like I remember I had just put Diet Coke and Mentos, I want to say in there. And then I just like slammed it down into it. It just like
a little bit of
burst.
VOD in there. I don't know. So no. Yeah. What if, dude? I don't know, dude. Crazy chemical reaction. But anyway, that's one thing going on. I'm glad I said that because now we can talk about all those things. Yeah. Whoops. It just hit my camera. Excuse me, guys. Oh, this is funny. Okay. Another thing I wrote down was, I'm trying to remember when this was, but we were driving home one time and Bo's just getting kind of funny these days. Like funny in like he's trying to be funny way. And, sometimes he's definitely always tried to be, sorry for saying this in front of the kids. He's tried to be stupid funny a lot. And it drives Catherine crazy. Like he'll just be like, Dad, where's my water bottle? And he's like holding his water bottle. It's like, Bo, you have your water bottle. Oh yeah, you're right. You know, it's like, all right, you know, like you, but this was like funny. He was like, he was driving home. We were like doing different questions. Like I was just asking the kids different questions. We were going around and, oh, I know what it was. It was after that Medis night and the kids were going crazy, like just bonkers. So I finally said like one person is talking at a time. Like we are like, they were happy, but they were just crazy. And I'm going to ask a question and you're going to answer. And then you're going to be quiet to listen to the next person. And so we did that a few times. And then Bo was like, oh, I have some questions on my book here. And of course he can't read very well yet. And so he's making up all these questions and he'll ask a question and people will go around and answer. And he's like, oh, this is weird. The next one says, if you were an animal, what would your name be? And I'm like just funny things. Like
That's
the way he was saying it was like, oh, and now I don't know. This is the next question. So I don't know what to tell you, but the next question is, you know, and it's like some ridiculous question or something. I'm like, the way he's like setting these things up every time of like, I don't make up the questions. This is just what's in my book here, but it says, you know,
dude, that's
so
gotta
that
feel
was pretty
good.
good.
You're like, all right,
Yeah.
it is getting passed down. This is great to see.
It's like, finally you're funny and not just like goofy, you know, like, cause he's always been goofy and which is fun too in a lot of ways, but like, it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. So, anyway, he's been a blast right now. So that's a fun little thing we did.
That's great. Does like Hattie find that funny too? Or she just like,
Oh,
oh,
dude,
that's
Hattie
not in
thinks
your book.
Hattie thinks he's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
great.
I think Hattie is his biggest fan. Like, I mean, she like belly laughs like to the point of hiccuping plenty. But I think that's part of why he loves being goofy is because she'll like die laughing at it. And Catherine's just like, Bo, you're being too foolish. You need to calm down, you know?
That's great.
But oh yeah, they love each other and think it's really funny. And yeah, so anyway, so yeah, Hattie's loving it. Hattie has the best sense of humor, I think, out of anybody in our family. Like
Really?
she just gets it. Like she's not the funniest. She is funny, but she's not the funniest, but she is. She knows when I'm being funny. Like I can joke around with her and be sarcastic and like borderline, not rude, but like, you know, like, I don't know, just say like, oh no, Hattie doesn't get any because she's, you know, she's not a good girl or, you know, whatever. Yeah, Dad, you know, whatever. She like never, like, whereas other kids, I think they'd be like, no, what do you mean? You know, so she's always been really good at that kind of thing. So anyway, yeah.
Good job, Hattie.
So yeah, good work, Hattie. Good work, Bo. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So there's some of the things. I have plenty more things to tell you about what's going on in Kansas City, but I want to hear more about what's going on with you.
Last Saturday was the day of reckoning, the day the stuff was going to arrive.
Yes, dude. Yeah. What? I'm sorry we buried the lead to 47 minutes in this podcast. let's talk about it.
It's all good. I want to say, I'm trying to remember the day before I got a call from Lexi again. And I feel like at this point I could confirm, not AI, just strange at times. But she was like, so I got bad news concerning your delivery time. And I was like, oh, what is it? She's like, originally it was supposed to be tomorrow from 8 to 10 a.m. It's going to be tomorrow from 7 to 9. I was like, oh, that's great.
Okay.
Don't scare me.
I guess that's okay. 7 to 9 p.m.?
No, a.m. It was just like an hour earlier.
Oh, great.
What?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even call. That's great.
She said I have bad news about that. That's an email, Lexi.
Yes.
Like, hey, FYI, this is just it. Yeah. Because guess what? It's probably coming at 8:45, which is in the window anyway.
Yeah, she was torn up to tell me that.
Really?
Maybe because
it's like,
things
Lexi,
have just...
you should have been on my account the whole time. Because if you're torn up to tell me that, Imagine how bad you felt when you said, I don't know where your stuff is.
But so I go to the storage unit for the first time and, you know, getting the keys and finding the unit and everything. And anyway, they show up and a couple of things really stood out right away. One was that this is no longer on a moving truck, which we knew they containerized it.
Yes.
But in my head, a container was like a pods looking thing. It was a shipping container, maybe. Maybe it was just even on like a semi truck, like a flatbed in a, you know, compartment.
Sure. My interpretation was it was going to be on that for a while, and then it was going to get to Arizona, and then they were going to put it back on a truck. That's what I was imagining.
At every point, I expected some form of metal to be on the exterior of my belongings. What I got was wood. It showed up in like 6 different wooden crates, all kind of like stapled and tied together on the back of a trailer being pulled by, you guessed it, a bighorn. It was perfect.
It all comes back to the bighorn.
Yeah.
Wow. Wooden crates. Like the things that you see, like, we're shipping the elephant out to Timbuktu.
Exactly.
Really?
Rachel was taking a video when they pulled up, and those are my first words. Like, I to her was like, it's like we ordered a circus. It's what it looked like. I was like, can you bring me 2 giraffes, an elephant, and toss in a couple rare pandas?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So these wooden crates show up, and it's kind of like, geez, it just looks like it's got to be 1,000,000 degrees in there, and just kind of funny. Like, why would they take it out of the moving container and then whatever? They show up. It's Kent Jr. and Kent the Third. They're kind of our movers and our packers and everything.
Kent with a T?
Yeah, Kent
That's
the
important to
Second,
me.
Kent the Third.
Okay, thank you.
Had a great time with them.
Okay.
About an hour into it, we realized this is going to take a while. I was like, Rachel, why don't you go like get them breakfast or something? They'd never had Chick-fil-A before. Or maybe it was Chick-fil-A breakfast. I don't know exactly, but you know, we're like, what do you guys want? They go, we're movers. We'll eat anything. It's like, okay, great.
You know the stereotype of movers. Cuss like a sailor, eat like a mover, you know?
I would say check and check. That's good.
Okay.
And spent a lot of time with him. In fact, spent 4.5 hours with him. And it's funny looking back, thinking like, I remember ahead of time thinking, oh man, if our stuff gets there while we're still in St. Louis, that'd be tough. Like, I could have Kyle and Ashley do that for me, and they could just check the things off the list. You know, it was like 30 minutes, and I told them that, and they were like, yeah, if you need us to, great. And now thinking about like, dude, what if I had them do that and it took 4.5 hours?
What aspect of it was it was it like taking out the 7-inch nails from each pallet, or like did they deconstructed everything and then it confirmed that it was all there? Is that what took so long?
It was like trying to coax the baby elephant out of the crate took forever. You know, it was like, hey, we need our stuff. Okay. Taking the crates apart probably took a little bit of time, and then having to like put the crate back up and staple it back and tie it back. That probably took a little bit of time. I think the fact there's only 2 of them took a little while. Mm-hmm. And then what really slowed things down is once we got to the 3rd crate and they opened it up, and I go, I don't recognize what I'm looking at in here. That's when it started to slow down a little bit, because
hey, you got free stuff, new stuff for you. No way. So what?
Can you hear that? That dumb beeper's back. The dumb stopwatch. The 10 a.m.
Is it
stopwatch.
A prank? Is Rachel just pranking us at this point?
I don't know what that means. I'm gonna go throw it outside. Quick pause.
All righty. Whoa! Check this guy out.
Hey, I'm here to support farmers. What about you?
I'm always here to support farmers, brother. Yes.
Yep.
Did you support him by being a fighter on Mortal Kombat? That's what it reminds me of.
No.
What a hat.
I supported him with this like rugged, authentic farmer's hat that I'm wearing. Duh.
Super. Cody Terrell's calling me again. Cody, not right now. Unless, not right now. Not right now.
Hey, Cody, we're trying to do this.
Hey, Cody, we're trying to advertise for Good Ranchers here, bro. Hey, let me just show you something real quick. I'm in the wood shop right now. I'm sweating out. I'm sweating out the pits right now. Can you tell?
I can't.
You can't. Good. That's good. You know who sweats and works harder than I do while sitting here recording the podcast? American farmers.
American farmers.
I don't know if this is exactly true because I don't know if the number is 8.5 or 85, but those are the digits in my head of pounds, billions of pounds of meat that are imported into America every year from other countries. That then have a label that says product of the USA on them because they're packaged.
Ain't right.
That ain't right at all. I do not like that. So if you would like to support American farmers, get meat delivered directly to your door, frozen, you can thaw it right there. You can keep it, save it for a rainy day or for a beautiful summer day and have some nice cookout. Go to goodranchers.com, use promo code GRKC. It's the best meat in the world. We get excited every single time it gets delivered to our house. You too?
Let them run. Let them farm.
Yeah.
Let them pack.
Yeah.
Let them ship.
Mm-hmm.
Let them deliver.
Let them good.
Let them eat.
Yes, that's right. Let them ranch.
Let them
Goodranchers.com, promo code GRKC. Come on. Just FYI, Jake looks like Lane Kiffin right now. If you are not on the video version of this, he's wearing a visor. And I just want to let everybody know that. Visors, I don't think I can pull it off. I like them. I wore one back in the day when I was maybe 5th grade. Had a really cool Nike one. Can't pull it off anymore though. Here he comes, I think. Come on now.
All right.
How's LSU? I said you look like Lane Kiffin with your visor.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm a visor guy or not.
Depends. Do you want to be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would think about it then.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta. Let me see backwards visor. Let me see that. I think you could definitely pull that off, bro. Honestly? No. I don't know.
Still no.
Sideways? Can I get a side
on?
That would be impossible for me.
I went to some website because I was like, I'm wearing hats a lot, try to keep, face out of the sun, whatever, sun out of the eyes. But when you sweat, you get so many nasty sweat marks on hats when you.
Correct, dude. Yeah, you just got to accept them. Yeah.
So I'm like, I think I Googled hats, no sweat marks. Like, is this possible? And found some company that was like, yeah, we're hydrophobic and sweat avoidance, whatever.
On
And
Pride Month?
buy one hat, get a visor free. So I was like, sure, sign me up.
There's a brand, Melon. You ever heard of them? I feel like they're a pretty popular hat brand.
Yes. They also claimed that.
Yeah.
But I think everyone wears melon hats, so I didn't want to get it.
Yeah, fair. That's part of me is like, I'm not paying $80 to be like everybody else.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Good for you, man. That's you, me, man. We're simpatico like that, dude.
Individualism.
Yeah, dude. We're exact same like that, man. We're exact same in the way that we're not like anybody else, man.
So the third crate, first crate, easy. It's like mainly like the mattresses. They're out of that crate in 20 minutes. Second crate, got a bunch of our stuff in it, a bunch of little boxes.
Stop for a second, please. These crates were big enough. Yeah, you're right. I forgot that you had mattresses. These were massive crates.
Tall crates. Yeah.
Tall crates. Okay. They were more tall than they were long.
Yes. I would say like iPhone proportions potentially.
Wow. 16.9 or so.
Or so.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Wow.
And then third crate was opened actually while Rachel was going to get Chick-fil-A breakfast for them. And so they pulled out like a nightstand. And I go, boys, I don't recognize that. I was like, we can wait until my wife gets back, but I'm pretty sure we don't have that much stuff. And like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's not our nightstand. And they go, why don't we keep loading stuff out and you see? And then there was like a comforter that was ours. And then nothing else in this crate belonged to us. So like, man, that is crazy that can happen. And two, what's going to be in these last two crates? Is it going to be our stuff or their stuff?
How confident were you that it was your comforter and not just a generic comforter that was the same as yours?
The reason I was so confident is because it was in like a little like tote bin and it was labeled how I had those professional organizers, 2 years ago, the way they labeled things was like, oh,
Got it.
yes, I've seen 40 different things in my house labeled that way. So I know that's
So
ours.
yeah, that's ours. For sure that's ours. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
But none
So
of this
you
other
had
stuff was ours.
a smattering of random other people's stuff.
Yeah. And their stuff was way nicer than anything we had. It was like
Oh no.
this crazy nice table and this nice bed frame and a couple other, a really nice desk and some nightstands, really nice stuff. We'd also, even though we'd unloaded like the mattress container earlier, I know that we did have a box spring, but we hadn't unloaded our box spring yet. And so this guy was like, is this box spring yours? And then I was kind of embarrassed because I was like, does anyone really know what their box spring looks like? You don't really look at it.
Great question. No,
you don't
no
need to
one does.
identify a box spring.
Correct.
And so
You claimed that box spring right up.
I did. I think I actually waited until we didn't unload those, or until we unloaded the next 2 crates. And I was like, all right, that's got to be our box spring then, because it's not anywhere else.
Okay.
But that just kind of slowed things down, because then they got to start calling people and figuring out where the stuff is, and they're mad now. And then at that point, everything else that they unloaded, they would like check with us to make sure it was ours.
So they were very, which is fair. They should at this point.
Yes, yeah, it was fine. I was like, I kind of want to make sure too. The only real issue, and it was pretty organized. Like they gave me like essentially a bingo sheet with all these numbers on it. And they would say like, all right, 195. Like, all right, we're checking off that we got 195. And, I'm supposed to have all these boxes. And when it was all said and done, pretty much everything was accounted for except for, like a broom or some other stuff. It's like, maybe it was in there, maybe it wasn't. Not a big deal.
Okay.
Except for, so when everything got packed up, I asked those packers, can I leave my stuff in drawers, like in dressers and nightstands? And they said yes. Actually, in fact, what happened is I think by the time I had kind of paid attention to it, they had already kind of like plastic wrapped both of our nightstands. And I was like, oh, is our stuff still in there? They go, yeah, it's in there. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
I go, okay, great, cool. We don't have to like unload our dressers and stuff. They go, no, we'll like plastic wrap all that. And so they're unloading our stuff. We're looking through things. I look in the dresser. Hey, all of our clothes are still in here. Cool. Go to look at our nightstands because I think Rachel needed her contacts. And I was just thinking through like all of our like passports and birth certificates and stuff was in my nightstand. Open it, empty. So we're hoping that like at some point who containerized it was like, oh, hey, you can't have stuff in drawers. Let's box this up.
Or hey, these are really important documents. Yeah. Don't leave those to the chance of drawers.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so, fingers crossed. I feel like there's a good chance, yes, it is in a box in our storage unit. But who knows what box it's in. Like we will find it eventually when we're unpacking. Hey, here's our passports. But right now, it's funny. That's the only thing we're missing is like birth certificate, social security card, and passports.
Yeah, it was pretty much all there. Broom. It was a Libman, so it wasn't that expensive.
We didn't even have the dustpan.
Technically we needed a new dustpan anyway, so they usually come in combos. We're not too worried about that. Another small thing. My identity may have been stolen. I don't know if you can look into that at all.
Can you
find my identity anywhere?
Where I also buy a broom? It'd be nice if I could get both back.
Yeah, we're new to the area. Where's the place you go when you have no proof of identity anymore? That's crazy.
My dad did text me something like that. He goes, let me know how identity theft goes and if it's as fun as it sounds.
Dude, I remember when it was like the day before we were leaving for Texas for my wedding, and we were going to Cancun for our honeymoon. And that was, the time that 23-year-old Brad tried to look for his passport, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And my dad doesn't get mad very often, but man, he was just, you could tell. He's like, what, how did you lose this? How did you wait until the very last minute to do, like, to his credit though, he looked in every place that I was like, it's not there. Why are you looking there? And he eventually found it. And
really?
So shout out Dad. But yeah, so just have my dad come out if you need to, and he'll find it.
It will be fun, like getting into our new house and unpacking. Like every box could have our passports in it. This is exciting.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like deal or no deal. Open the case. $1. Yes.
Yeah. So how eager are you going to be to unpack every box now? Like, because of that, do you feel more like pressure with it, or is it like, no, it'll be fine. We'll worry about this later.
It feels kind of like a Willy Wonka golden ticket situation. Like, all
Yeah,
right,
100%.
it's me versus you. We know it's in here somewhere. Who's gonna find the golden ticket first?
Sheesh, dude. That's
See
fun.
if I missed anything else I wrote down. But yeah, love that it showed up into Bighorn. Oh,
Kent the third.
two
Yeah.
other little
Trip.
notes. The very first crate they opened, like the mattresses are stacked on top of a box, which is like, why would you ever do this? And the box is labeled TLO, which means top load only. Dude, not only did you not put it on top, you put it under a mattress.
Jeez.
And it was like lampshades. So not the end of the world, but
Okay.
it's like hilarious that they did it that way. And Kent the second too, right away, he goes, "Where you guys moved from?" And we go Kansas City. He goes, "Oh, well, I've had, wait, let me find the bleep button real quick. I've had a problem with people moving from Kansas City." I'm like, really? He goes, "Oh yeah, their stuff never shows up." It's like, oh,
I think he says it every time.
oh,
Where you from?
Spokane.
Walla Walla, Washington. Walla Walla, Washington, man. Are you kidding me, bro?
Did the bleep
Every
work
time
for
I
you?
go there. Did it work for you?
No.
Shoot, man. Are you hearing it at all?
I don't hear it.
That's hilarious. Hey, Coley, be a doll.
Throw a bleep in post.
How much did I say it? I don't think I said it that much, but I think I said it enough to where I need him to bleep it.
I'd say you said like the first 3/8 of it.
You said like the FUC part of it, probably. Oh man, dude! Like, I think we talked about this before. Isaac and Tate are my two friends that are like professional near cussers. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yes, they're both very good at it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. I'm like, why are you doing that? You know, you're getting close. Anyway, and here I am. That's funny. Okay, I must have changed the settings on this bad boy at some point.
Yeah, well. So that, and then the only other thing was that Kent 3 was the one loading. Remember our sound panels from the old studio?
Yeah.
Just
Oh, you packed those up?
Yeah.
Figured, why not?
Whatever. And apparently they got fiberglass all over the back of him or something, and they got all over his shirt. I don't know how he was holding them, or like if he just like rubbed it all over himself. But he was like hurting. He was going through it. He's like, "Oh, my shirt's so itchy." And so he tried to like, they had a cooler in the Bighorn. And so he took his shirt off and tried to like drench it in the cooler and then put it back on. He was still dying. And I will give him the credit. They were so professional. Like Kent too pulled me aside. He's like, "Hey, would it be okay? I know your wife's here, but if he just proceeded with the rest of the pack with his shirt off." I was like, "Yeah, dude, it seems like he's miserable. Like, please let him." So then he popped the top for the last hour.
That's
which is
good.
great.
Tarps off.
Yeah.
That's good. I love that. Oh man, Kent Jr. and Kent the Third.
Yep.
I like that a lot. It's a family business with them.
Yeah, they were great. There were a lot of just other little funny stories, and we shared some good moments together.
Yeah, I mean, 4.5 hours. You must.
Yeah.
How much were you basically standing there though? Like, was it hard for you not to like, hey, let me grab a box?
Yeah, part of it was like, especially a father-son duo, like they got a way that they do things.
Yeah, I know. That's like probably the struggle is like, hey, I want to help you, but also, would it be more of a hindrance than a help? Because then all of a sudden I'm taking boxes and you haven't checked them off or whatever. What's the system here?
Because it's not a long walk at all, like from truck to storage unit. And it's like the packing, they're Tetris experts. So it's like, if I were to try and pack this, I would not come anywhere close to as good of a job as you guys are. So really my role was chart stuff, mark it down, make sure the inside matches what it says, make sure it belongs to us. So I still had roles, but yeah, there were parts where it's like, do you need like a hand on this? You want me to like help load up the little, cushions or whatever?
Yeah. Sometimes I would have felt like, man, I don't like standing here without doing anything.
Mhm.
I need a chair. I need to sit down. Like I'd just be like, this is too much to just stand here for. I want to move around or I want to sit down.
They did
So
about halfway through, they unloaded some of our like outdoor furniture, which we had almost nothing of, but they set that up for me and Rachel. And we
a
had
little
our own
bistro table.
that's exactly, they're like, hey, let's
That's
set up a little
perfect.
bistro for you guys. So that was
That's
nice.
sweet. That's a sweet little like scene. That's
Uh-huh.
fun. Okay, I love it.
So
That's good.
it's all in there. It's all, I climate controlled, apparently good to go. I think I locked it. And yeah, going to get it all on Sunday. So it'll be fun. Sure, more
You
stories
getting
to
a
come.
U-Haul or what are you gonna do for that? I guess just
Well, I'm going to use that $1,200 I got from, the $100 a day where it was gone, and
yep.
just hiring a local moving company. It's like $100 and something an hour just to
Okay.
move it across town. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. Great.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Sweet. Okay. Father's Day was this past weekend. I had fun. I felt loved by my kids and by
That's
my
great.
wife. My dad is my father. He had texted me Friday night. Father's Day was on Sunday and was like, "Hey Brad, mom and I would love to take," it was to me and Catherine. "Hey Brad and Catherine, mom and I would love to take you and your family out for dinner sometime this weekend. Let me know when you're free. We have Friday night available. We also have Saturday morning, afternoon, and evening, or Sunday afternoon and evening available. In other words, we have every meal available." What my dad didn't know is earlier, maybe the night before, my mom had called me and said, "Hey, I think it'd be fun to surprise dad on Saturday afternoon and meet him at this ice cream place with Betty Ray's at this ice cream place with us. And they have all the family in town come to that for Father's Day. We'll just tell them that we're meeting up with our friends, but really it's going to be with, you guys. Does that sound good?" And I was like,
Fun.
"Yeah, it sounds great." And so my dad basically was like, "Hey, Brad, here's 6 different times that I can meet and take you out for dinner." And I had to go, I was like, "Hey Dad, thanks for the text. Unfortunately, it's just a really busy weekend. And I just don't
God.
think we can make it work at all." And I mean, like my dad, he's
Father's Day weekend.
yeah, and he's a pretty like, sometimes he's a really long texter and other times it's just like sounds good or whatever. But like you could tell it was just like sad puppy dog. Like he just said, "Okay, sounds good. Have a great weekend. Love you." And I was like, oh. I texted my mom. I was like, "Poor guy. I feel so bad about this." My mom's like, "He'll be fine. He'll be fine."
He knows what he did.
He knows what he did. So anyway, we that was a really fun highlight of our weekend was Saturday morning, Dadder Day. We worked on this big sign for Grandpa, Happy Father's Day, Grandpa, and got there a little early to Betty Ray's and had the sign that all the kids were, hanging out around. And he walks in, he didn't see it coming or anything. And he was like, "In hindsight, I should have seen it coming that when you said I can't do anything when I asked all these different times." But it was just it was hard to just be like, and I didn't even give a reason. That was the hardest part because I didn't want to like completely lie to him too much. And so I'm like,
can't.
Just can't. Crazy life. It's a lot of smells,
So, lifetime. When do we get our money's worth of lifetime?
Yeah. We've just been at the pool a lot, so we just need some time at home, I guess. So
Feet only in the hot tub, guys. I'll see you there.
So that was kind of a fun time with Dad, and just chilling. And then Father's Day, actual day, was great. I decided I want to go to Tiki Taco, which I think we've taled about plenty on, maybe we haven't talked about on the podcast, but it's like one of those places. It's quickly becoming a favorite's a strong word, but like a good spot for us. Here's how I break it down. It's similar to Chick-fil-A in my reasoning for this. I believe that Tiki Taco is a slightly above mediocre taco place. Okay. On the menu, you look up the menu, it's like, that sounds amazing. And then you get it and it's like, it just is missing something. There's maybe
flavor.
More salt or more, jalapeno or whatever. Something is just not quite there. However, I told Catherine, she's like, "What do you want to do for Father's Day?" I was like, I don't have that strong of opinions of what we do, but I want it to be as friction free as possible. I was like, I want to be in joggers. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I want, I just want easy wins of meals and easy wins of all this stuff. And so that's why I've become a fan of Tiki Taco, is because it's like my kids all really enjoy it. It's chill. We can be outside, like there's like a patio.
Make a mess.
Yeah, make a mess, be a little loud. It's not crazy. It's not like, super confined, it's chill. The kids are great. And that's my point, is like, I think Chick-fil-A is amazing. Their food is really good, but I think a huge aspect of why Chick-fil-A is so good is because you know what to expect, and it's relatively friction free every time. Even if it's 20 cars deep, it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's going to go fast.
They got it. They do
know
this
what
all
I
the
mean?
time.
Whereas like maybe sometimes, I don't know, Raising Cane's might hit better, but it's like Raising Cane's, you don't know what you're getting into there, So I think that's why I chose Tiki Taco, not necessarily because it's like they're the best. They had a free meal for dads as well. And so we went there for that. It was a great time. I mean, just got grease stains all over all our church clothes for the kids, but it was worth it.
Friction free.
Really fun. This is a fun thing. Cool guy Sammy lived in town. And I invited him to church, and he and his wife came to church with us on Sunday, which was really sweet. Really awesome. Sweet, like full circle moment of like, I hadn't seen this guy in 5 years. Last time I saw him, he was not a Christian. And now like I'm sitting next to him worshiping at church, which is really, really special moment. So that was fun.
That's really cool.
And yeah, last thing. Yeah. For Father's Day, Catherine made these homemade fudge sickles. I don't know what happened to them, but my gosh, I told her 6 times. I was like, I just want you to really know that I love these. I don't know what you did and how this is so good, but I just want to like overemphasize to you. I'm not just being polite. Like, these are awesome. Like whatever you did here. And she was like, yeah, it's coconut milk and maple syrup and cocoa powder. And so you don't even have to feel bad eating them. I was like, say less, So
I was okay feeling bad. Great.
I felt just fine. So I didn't feel guilty either way. But anyway, so it was a great time. Father's Day. Father's Day weekend.
That's
anyway,
awesome.
I didn't have any like huge memories growing up with Father's Day. Like I feel like it was pretty chill compared to Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is the one where it's like, hey, we got to do things differently. We're doing this. Hey, we actually have to make we have to make lunch for mom. Like, we
have to make second dinner.
Like Father's Day, it's like, we're going to make lunch for dad. It's like, I think we do that every week already, but, anyway, but it was a sweet time. So
I'm glad you had a good Father's Day. That's fun.
Thankful for being a dad. Yeah. It's great. Are you got a different hat for Cozy Earth, or are you just that one looks cozy enough?
I'm wearing Cozy Earth shorts.
The Arizona flag on the bottom.
We got Arizona flag on the bottom, Friday up top. I think we're just going to give it to Steve Coop.
That's great. That's so fun. Love it.
I thought maybe it'd be a great hat to play pickleball in to keep the sun out of my everything, but it catches quite a bit of wind running up to the kitchen.
It's not the most aerodynamic thing in the world.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, let's talk about Cozy Earth, Jake. I get excited to talk about them.
Yes.
Excuse me for my language, I get pumped to talk about them.
You get what?
Pumped.
I was trying to beat you to it.
Mike it up.
Good, how's your burger? Cozy Earth, yes. I've got 4 more sleeps left in this slum they call a house here at the compound. And so I can finally get back to my Cozy Earth sheets, back to my bed, back to my pillowcase. I can't wait. Who was I telling? I was having a face-to-face conversation with someone recently, and much like we do on the podcast, where I'm like, it sounds inauthentic because of how hard I'm begging them to buy something. I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, I promise, and use our promo code, but it's awesome. Just buy anything, please.
Yes, truly. I mean, once you buy one thing, you buy them all, or you will buy them all. I don't know what Catherine did this time, or if it was just I was extra tired or whatever, but for every once in a while, the Cozy Earth sheets hit double right. And just the other night when I got in, they were next level soft. And I don't know if I made a noise, but if I did, it was like, hey, you okay? Everything good over there? It felt that way of just oh my gosh. Oh my.
Yeah. What's kind of the noise? Dude. Are you saying, oh my gosh, or are you just making a noise?
I think I just kind of was oh.
Wow. You did like those
Anyway.
sheets.
Oh, hot dog.
It's funny because it's
You
my
probably
bleep
still-
button, guys. You probably don't know the difference.
Anyway, cozyearth.com/ghostrunners. Promo code is GRKC for 20% off. They got bed sheets, they got towels, they got lounge wear, socks, beauty products, things for him, things for her, all the above. Really, we just love Cozy Earth all the way around. So
I
check them out.
guarantee it.
cozyearth.com/ghostrunners.
When you said church, I realized, hey, I didn't write that down, but I could probably talk about my church experience in Phoenix this past weekend.
Sure.
But I will save it for the Wednesday episode because I think it will give us a very running bit throughout the whole episode. So I'd rather just start with it now that I'm thinking about church.
Okay, good.
Church
Good.
last Sunday.
Good. I love that. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about here before we wrap this baddie up? I have a two-part or two-thing segment that I want you to add to. It's called Permission to be Old.
Okay.
All right. Permission to be old, Jake. Feel free to add on your own things to this, but permission to be old, and you say
Permission granted.
thank you. The motorbikes on the sidewalks have gotten out of control.
Okay. Calling them motorbikes is great.
What do you call them?
Well,
E-bikes?
I don't know.
Those 10 speeds.
Those motorbikes getting a little loud.
No, it's not the loud. It's these kids that are 11 years old riding these sidewalk motorcycles that are going 28 miles an hour. I just think they're out of control. They're too dangerous. They're too whatever. I don't.
It is like a gas
I get fired
powered
up.
bike.
I think they're electric, but like
Okay.
they're fast. It feels like they became, they must have hit some threshold where it was like affordable now. And so now all of a sudden, like everyone has a moped, everyone has a bike, like, and these kids are flying around and I'm like, it's dangerous. I'm nervous for them. And maybe the old thing as well, pedal a little bit while your body's young. All right. You don't need the electricity to help you out yet.
Dude, Isaac said that same thing like a week or so ago. He's like, there's so many kids riding e-bikes. Would it kill them to pedal? I'd like to see some pedaling every now and then.
Yes. So
I don't know.
I
I think you are right. Because when bird scooters first came out, those weren't even going 28. But I think legally they were like, you have to drive on the road. Yeah, it's going to be a little scary. But it's also dangerous for you to be on the sidewalk too.
And 28 might be an exaggeration, but however fast they're going is too fast.
Too fast.
They need to, because I don't even think that these kids riding them, I almost said driving them because that's what they're doing. They're driving them. I don't think these kids riding them even know the rules of like stop signs completely yet.
Yeah.
Or like four-way stops or like, anyway, I don't know. I just, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm getting mad at them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Regulate the bikes. Regulate the kids.
Regulate the kids. And then my other one is kind of almost like the opposite of that. Like on this one, I'm like, that they're too dangerous. This one is like, let the kids be dangerous in this way. All right. Hot take. Permission to be old.
Permission granted.
Thank you. Let the kids run. Let the kids run. I've been at the pool a lot lately. I have, been at church. I've, whatever, all these different places recently. And, it's either like, hey, slow down and, you gotta be walking. And like, that one's Catherine. The other one is the lifeguard of like, hey, no running by the pool. Let them run. I understand sometimes it's slippery when it's wet outside. These Lifetime's pool has those like bricks or whatever that have a million tiny pebbles in them. They're not falling because it's wet. I guarantee you they're fine. And you know what? Someday we don't want to run anymore. So let them run while they can. Let them run. Let them learn. Hey, you fall sometimes when you run. Maybe I should be more careful. Life lesson. Let them run.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I tell you who's going to love this is Rachel. She's went on like a very similar rant before. One about someday you just stop running. You stop running
Correct.
to school. You stop running from your siblings. You stop running into church or whatever. Like someday you stop doing that. It's so fun to be a kid and run everywhere. Let them run.
Let them run, dude.
In your heart, you run.
When was the last time like most of us have just sprinted somewhere? Because if I asked any of my kids, except maybe Hattie, I think Hattie stopped now. The rest of my kids are like, every time I move, it's like, all right, Bogey, go get your shoes on. Boom. He's gone. He's sprinting there. And it's like, why do we stop that? When do we stop that? Maybe it's a product of us as the adults telling them to stop running.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying, let them run.
Let the boys run. Let the girls run.
And I don't know why. Maybe like it's kind of a funny contrast. I didn't even realize that in my head. But like on one hand, it's like, hey, that's too dangerous. Don't do that.
Don't
on the
let
other
them
hand, it's
bike.
like, be dangerous a little bit. Let them run. Like, but like maybe one of them's like, yeah, it's dangerous. They might skin their knee. One of them's like, yeah, it's dangerous. They might get like in a serious accident.
And running is so natural. We're born to run. We're the best animal at running.
Exactly. And eventually it's going to not be desirable anymore. So let them have, when they have the desire, let them have the desire.
Let them run.
Until you're old. If you're allowed to drink alcohol, don't run everywhere. That's weird. Right? Can you imagine?
Just sprinting into church.
Yeah.
Kind of
how
fun.
funny. I mean, that's like one of the weirdest things I can imagine somebody doing now that I think about it. Like truly, like I think if you talk to yourself the entire conversation from the very back part of the parking lot into church, I'd be like, that guy's a little odd. But if you sprinted from the closest parking spot at church inside, I would think you're a maniac.
I think, whoa, that guy cannot have the sun hit him, or that guy's running desperately late. He's in charge of a class. Yeah, what would that be? I used to feel the desire in college when you gotta walk a half mile to class or something, and it would be raining, and everyone is walking to try and look cool. I was like, I don't want to walk. I kind of want to be on the hop, but I felt the pressure, peer pressure, I guess, to continue walking. But all it would take was probably one other person jogging, and I would have jogged with them.
Yeah,
I should have started.
Okay. Anyway, any does that inspire any other old takes from you? Permission to be old.
Permission to be
I know
old.
it's kind of, I'm just throwing them out there. Ghosties, if you have permission to be old statements, please let us know as well. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the lifeguard, that's the only thing the lifeguards do at this pool. I mean, it's like the deepest area of it's like 4 feet deep. So it's like, walk. Those kids aren't falling anywhere. Just let them get excited. And like they're running because they're excited, you know?
Let them run. Let them be excited.
They never run to leave. They're always like, I guess we got to leave now. You know?
Yeah. They're moping to leave.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind is for a while now, we've known like Facebook is getting bad. The only point to be on there is our Facebook group that we have, Ghostrunners group, like so much stuff you don't want to see, you didn't sign up for, yada, yada. I feel like Instagram is on a slippery slope. It's getting there. Like you open the Instagram app and the first thing you see is not someone you follow. That's not good. That is a slippery slope. Because for a while you've been shown ads and you get stuff that's really viral that you don't follow them. But I really don't think the first reel should be someone you don't even follow.
That's a good point, dude. And you should see, honestly, we should call him right now. You should call Isaac right now. Do you think he's free? Isaac, when we went to South Dakota, maybe, I don't know where we were, but I learned that his For You or like explore page on Instagram has these unbelievably dumb, like headline kind of things on them. Like stuff that's like, duh. Like, it's like, people that sleep longer or sleep more are happier or something like that. Like these studies that show this. I'm like, that's very Facebooky too. And I'm curious if he's still getting those or not.
That's funny. I wonder what my explore page is. I'm never on it, or the search page or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever you call that.
Looks like I got a mix of pickleball, and Hormozy. That's about it.
Okay. Pickle Moe's.
Not much going on. What else? Permission to be old.
What about this for permission to be old? Somebody gave me a really hard time the other day. I said I looked at somebody up on Facebook, and they're like, "You looked somebody up on Facebook?" That's how I look up everybody. I
Seems like the
never look
best
them up.
place.
Instagram, you don't get enough information about somebody.
They could be private.
It is unfortunate though. Like Facebook has it was like the old, this is going to make me sound old too, but it was like the old, like white pages or yellow page, whatever. Like, cause yellow pages, if you don't know guys, Timon out there, that was where you looked up people's phone numbers and like got information about like their address or something. And now Facebook's kind of that way. I think that's dying. And then we're just not going to have information about people, you know, like where, like the Timons of the world, Timon still has Facebook. We're like, Hattie's not going to have any information about her. It's just going to say, it's just going to be a private Instagram account that might be hers because it's her middle name as the second, name on there. And it just says like Baylor Kappa. It's like, I don't know if that's her or not.
I don't
know. Or it's just going to have like, a heart emoji on it or something. It's like, that could be her. I don't know.
That will
don't
be
know anything about her
interesting.
though.
Like, yeah. Is there room for a new social media platform to pop up for this next generation? What are they going to have? What happens to Facebook? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. If you had to guess which one is on their way out, like in 10 years, if you had to choose one to say it's no longer, it's basically not there anymore. Kind of like Zanga, MySpace.
Dang, what would be the first one?
It's hard to imagine.
Snapchat? I don't even know if that counts as an option.
It does. I don't know. I think that's one of those ones that's like, I just don't know enough to say that.
Yeah, I haven't had it in like 5 years, so I don't really know. I mean, like, there's more people than just Gen Z using it, but as Gen Z grows up, I think it'll really die off.
Do you know who loves the snaps, dude? Maybe we talked about this already. Farmers.
I was going to say Iowans before you said farmers.
Yeah. Like the small town men of the world love snapping each other pictures of like, of their combines or like something going on at the co-op or something. I don't know. Yeah. Cause like, as I'll see like one of my buddies that's from a small town or like my brother-in-law or something, they'll send me a picture on a text and it's got that gray bar. Like you can tell it's like a Snapchat, like caption. And I was like, you guys are the ones using Snapchat still. So.
Yeah. The entire time I've known Rachel, her whole family, like giant family, has like a group Snapchat thing. Like my parents have never had Snapchat. That's never like crossed my mind because I'm so just like logical with everything. I'm like, this is amazing. You stay in touch with your family on a daily basis. This is great. But why would you want to do that with things that disappear? Just do a group text so that you can always look back at like what was happening. Like everything you're sending each other disappears.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I do love the idea of Steve Coop getting on the snap though.
Yeah.
I got a streak. Well, I got a streak with Tom down the road.
I think he consumes more than he contributes.
Sure.
Every now and then I'll hear little stories of like, I think he meant to send something to someone and he put it on a story or vice versa. He meant to put it on a story and he sent it to one of his old students on accident, like just like probably shouldn't, be sending too much. And then what else happened? Oh, just the terminology and the way he speaks. He'll say that, so-and-so the other day, Rachel's like, yeah, the girl I went to high school with. Yeah, she snapped me the other day. And like, really? And then come to find out, no, you watched her story. She didn't send that to you.
It was not a direct, intentional message to Steve. Yeah. She snapped me.
No, she sent that to me. I couldn't believe it.
I saw her snap.
She didn't send that.
Good thing, honestly. Oh, protect Steve Coop at all costs. That's good. I love it. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So permission to be old. I think Twitter is my only because it's already called something else. I think that was a bad idea. I hate that he did that. That was dumb.
That was a bad idea.
So I think it just feels like it's like a little bit of a cesspool and like maybe some other social media is going to figure out a way to have instant news better, like Twitter does.
Yeah,
You know?
I think you could be right. Yeah, do what Twitter did in its heyday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Threads probably.
probably Threads.
Probably
Threads is coming up.
I wish I could buy stock in Threads.
Hey, maybe look into it.
I don't want Meta. I want just Threads.
Just Threads. Just the Threads section.
Just
the
Threads.
clothing section. Yeah. Love it, man.
Ah. We got I already said all right. I was agreeing. Yeah, all right.
All right. All right. Hey, all right. Hey, all right. All right then. You want to do a little reviews of the week? You want to do a little something?
Yes.
You got anything else?
Review of the week. I've got one via email.
Is it Shay?
Dang it. You can read Shay's.
No. I can find another one.
All right.
Or we can tag team that baddie.
Fine. I'll read Shay's.
Okay.
Sorry we haven't read this yet, Shay. You got a mouthful of a name here. It looks like Shay Ola Tarzan.
You got a mouth on you there, Shay. I mean, my gosh. I'm just kidding.
It looks like your last name, Shay Ola Tarzan. Huh. That's a crazy last name. Hey, JB and T. I spent 20 minutes trying to leave a review on Apple Podcasts, but to no avail, so here I am, writing an email. I'm graduating from college in 1 week. This email came a little while ago, so congrats on graduating, Shay.
Yes, you did it.
And I've decided to write letters to all the professors and peers who have impacted my life and got me to this point. And I would be remiss if I did not include the 3 of you on that list. Wow, so nice. I've been a ghostie since the first episode you posted to YouTube in 2020, birthing coach and a Chick-fil-A. I've listened to every episode since, converting my brother and now husband into loyal ghosties. You've been with me on every gloomy day and every bright one too. My brother, AJ Kataji, shout out. And I drove 11 hours to Grandeboo with no AC and had to stop and buy bags of ice to cool us down at every gas station, but it was totally worth it. Besides my wedding, I think it was the best weekend of my life. Wow.
That's awesome.
Jake, sometimes you mention, the Weird Al version of songs. You knew them before the original, and I have to admit that there are several songs where I only knew the Ghostrunners parody version. Some standout examples are Mr. Jones, and The Chiefs Are Still Number One, This Love by Maroon 5. Every time those songs come on, I can only think of the Ghostrunners lyrics. You all have impacted my life so profoundly, and I'm so grateful for this pod. Have a good sode, boys. Shay Olazaran. Oh, she's talks about it. It's a Mexican last name. Brad can pronounce it.
Shay, como mijo, Olazaran. Olazaran. Shay Olazaran. That's fun. That's a fun name. Shay Olazaran. Shay Olazaran.
Thank you, Shay.
Sweet.
I'm glad you came to
That's
Rendezvous.
awesome. Me too. Yes, I remember them. Did they say where? I feel like it was west. They were coming from the west. I don't know
right.
what it says on there. Colorado, 11 hours from Colorado. I don't know. Is that? Do you think that way? Like, I think I talked about that last week. Of like, I kind of remember you were in that. Like, I picture you in Atlanta in this story. I don't know. I don't know if that's how I connect things. But Alexandra Heimbaugh sent us a sweet email. First of all, hello@ghostrunners.life is the name of our email. The name of our email?
That's our email's first name.
We have an email's name. It's called hello@ghostrunners.life. We'd love for you guys to send in voice memos there, send in any kind of questions, any kind of, feedback you want to give us. So just know that potentially you will get shouted out for it unless you say, please don't read this. And then we will say, sounds good. We do read them all. We don't always respond to them, but thank you guys for all your submissions. hello@ghostrunners.life. Alexander Heimbaugh says, hi, Jake and Brad. I just wanted to write you. Oh boy. I zoomed out quite a bit on this one, so I'm going to have to, I'm getting old. Permission to be old. Hey, Jake and Brad, I just wanted to write in to let you guys know that God is using you in ways you don't even know. I'm somewhat recent ghosty. I started listening to the pod at the beginning of this year and was immediately hooked. Recently, I went through an extremely hard season, and just listening to your podcast every Monday and Wednesday was a breath of fresh air to me during that time. Something I couldn't stop thinking about was the episode when Brad talked about tickling his kids and how he makes sure to stop and ask if they're okay to make sure he's not torturing them. It just made me think that if Brad can be a good dad like that to his kids, how much more is God being a good father to me, even in this extremely difficult time? That no matter what it felt like, God was not torturing me. Thank you for all you do. Your podcast is such a pick-me-up, and I love the positive energy you both bring to every episode. Keep up the good work, and God bless. Alex. Sweet. I love that. That's such a small, like, remember that one time I barely remember talking about that. And it's like, that was a very impactful thing, for her. So that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
really
it is cool. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that verse, which I feel like every time I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so good. If it's just like, if you who are like sinful and like, I think in the Bible I would say evil, but like know how to get good gifts for people, imagine how much better God knows how to like, reward you, give you gifts, whatever. It's like, oh yeah.
Come on. Yes.
Cool.
100%, brother. Love it. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, Shay Olasaran. And Olasaran. Thank you for everybody sending us stuff. We'll have some voice memos and stuff back soon. Maybe actually Wednesday. We're gonna have a fun Wednesday episode. I'm calling it right now. We're gonna talk about some church stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jake. New season. Summer of this is a alliteration. Are you ready for this? The summer of celebrity schmores. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a guest celebrity call in every single schmores episode on Wednesdays. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but it's a ghosty celebrity. We don't have that many connections to actually celebrities. Maybe a few along the way, but ghosty celebrities, and we're gonna do schmores.
Cool.
So don't worry, Jake. It's an easy one this week, so you don't have to prepare for it. But anyway,
great idea.
Summer of celebrity schmores. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah,
all
that's that. Wednesday episode's gonna be fun.
Good Wednesday episode coming up, guys.
Yes.
Don't touch that dial.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't touch that dial. So, all right.
See you then.
Love you guys. Love you, Timon. Miss you, man. Come back and sing for us. Ghostrunners Podcast.